23 to 30 billion 100,599 compared to 2022 34 152 422. It is a total of 95,888,927. KC, the year 2023 101 758 798 compared 2022 83 011 220. A total of 228 130 752. If you check at Y, the year 2023 it's 124 117 018 compared to 2022 134 703 826. Total of 368 791 703. Nairobi comes number 4 with the year 2023, the year under review, 126 878 737. It brings a total of 375 750 934. Totally combined is 1,068,562,289. From the above analysis, our loan disbursement didn't grow in 2023. We sampled a few members and the response were the harsh economic and new policies introduced by the regime. We sampled several of our loan forms and confirmed that our credit policies are being adhered to. We wish to note that the Board of Management has greatly improved on the turnaround time on loan processing. Loans applications take less than 48 hours to be processed, and the M-Pesa mode of payment has come in handy to help in seamless loan processing. However, we noted with a major concern of delays in development loans, which were taking long before disbursement and put to task to inquire, and the management explained the cause of the delay is from many other third parties involved in security perfection processes. We still urge the management to educate members on development loans. Item number 3, internal controls. Among our key responsibilities is to review internal controls, including the scope of the internal audit program, the internal audit findings, and recommend action to be taken by management through 1. Carrying out investigations as may be necessary for the well-being of society and members in general, and verifying the accuracy of the transactions of the society. 2. Checking if cash and bank accounts are reconciled in good time. 3. Establishing whether the management of the society use managerial tools, example budgets, trial balances, economic reports, long-term plans and others, and thereafter making necessary recommendations to the board. During the year under review, we confirmed that our committee checked through and we were convinced of compliance, and that where we felt there were weaknesses, we advised the board of directors for action. This is a continuous process in the life of any society, since the market keeps changing. Hence, new products and the systems are applied to mitigate challenges in different times. Number 4, ICT. Item 4, ICT and technology innovations. In this rapidly evolving digital landscape, it is vital for any SACCO to stay abreast of technological advancements that can revolutionize their operations. Our SACCO has made strides in investing in technology. The year 2023, we witnessed the development of a new mobile app and activation of the former USSD that had gone dormant. As a committee, we appreciate that these efforts done by the management, if done properly, they will streamline processes, enhance member experiences, and ensure a competitive edge of Baraka Yetu in the financial institutions space. We have reminded the board of the necessary mitigations. We have reminded the board of directors in our frequent meetings that speed to secure our ICT space and ensure all the necessary mitigations are done against the risk, since cybercrime is on high alert. We also keep urging the management to ensure uptime of services in all these channels, so that whenever a member wants to access the system, it's on the click of the button. Dear delegates, it's now our duty to fully maximize the investments done on the frontier for sustainable growth and efficiency. Number 5, governance. The board continued to execute their mandate as per the Sacco bylaws and the board charter. We gained access to all minute books of the board and subcommittee, and the matters deliberated were for the welfare of the society. We, however, wish to remind the board to ensure an agenda on strategic plan is in every of their meetings. This will enable an early corrective action in scenarios where targets are not being met. Once more, as an act of good governance, leaders and managers should seek and improve their institutions and do all that is necessary to satisfy the needs of their members and the communities in which they are located in. Item 6, internal controls. Delegates, our committee has the chief responsibility to review internal controls, including the scope of the internal audit program. The internal audit findings and recommendation actions to be taken by management through. In the year under review, the board of directors enlisted an external audit service of JM Associates LLP on May 2023, which proved to be beneficial. This had been pending compliance issue from the regulator, which was actualized. The auditor was to carry out internal audits for the current financial year. They hence developed and presented to the management a draft audit plan for the assignment and went further to perform the audit for quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, and the final quarter of the year as per the internal audit strategy developed. Together with the auditor, we were able to prepare the internal audit strategy and plan for the year, review the Sacco internal policies and standard operation procedures, followed up a status of implementation of recommendations from prior period. This and many more other audit activities help us in operationalization of the audit function, and we are keen to ensure implementation of the recommendations and finding by the board of directors. We, however, insist to the board to ensure full implementation of maker-checker in all processes of the Sacco to avoid one person overriding in all process, which is a big risk. Item 7, regulation compliance. Dear delegates, allow me to take you through our compliance status as per the following table. Key ratios, required ratios. If you check up liquid assets, total deposits, and short-term liabilities, required ratio is 10%. The year 2023, if you check, we're at 11.3 compared to the year 2022, 9.8%. Capital adequacy ratio. Core capital, the total asset stands at 8%. The required ratio stands at 8%. The year 2023, we were at 22.1% compared to the year 2022, 18.8%. core capital total deposits, the required ratio is 5%. The year under review, it stands at 30.6% compared to the previous one at 24.2%. Retained earnings and disclosed reserves to core capital required ratio should be 50%. The year 2023 stands at 26.4%. Yes. Okay. Let me conclude by highlighting operation efficiency loan quality ratios. If you check total expenses, total revenue, the year 2023, 88.8. Investment of member deposits total 16.5%. Interest on member deposits, total revenue 16.5%. Interest rate on member deposits 4.0%. That is the year under review. Dividend rate on interest on member deposits stands at 4.0% compared to the year 2022, 3.0%. Dividend rate on member share capital, that's non-applicable. Total delinquent loans, gross loan portfolio, required ratio is 5%. The year under it stands at 40.1%. Portfolio at risk, 47.5%. Ladies and gentlemen, you can agree with me that the board of directors are making good progress to make the required ratios. I want to commend them for a great improvement on retained earnings ratios and trying to suppress the expense ratio to total revenue. On expenses, I still challenge them to seal any loophole and spend necessary and within the budget. On interest on deposit, we have seen a slight improvement, and as stated by Robin Sharma, slow steady progress is better than daily excuses. Keep up the progress to the expected ratios. In conclusion, as a supervisory committee, I take this opportunity to thank all the stakeholders, notably the Sacco members and you dear delegates, for entrusting us with the oversight of the operations of our Sacco and the opportunity to serve you. The Sacco Board of Directors and Management have continued to cooperate and to support us during our work reviews, and as a committee, we remain committed and dedicated to serving you and shall do our best in the performance of our duties during our term of service to ensure Baraka Yetu Sacco reach our desired level. God bless you. God bless Baraka Yetu Sacco. And I thank all the members for the commitment they have shown for this committee and support. Signed for on behalf of the Supervisory Committee by George Omondi, the chairman of the Supervisory Committee of Baraka Yetu Sacco. Asanteni sana.
Thank you. Let's give him a round of applause once again. Thank you, Chair, for the report. As usual, let's do the adoption of the report by having a proposer and a seconder. Thank you. Seconder.
Member number 2506.
Thank you. We have got a proposal and a seconder. Now we welcome the comments or any clarification. Any question to the chair's participation? Yes.
Beatrice Nyamachen, member number 010366. Thank you, Chair. Thank you for the great report done by the Supervisory Committee. I have a query on the 4th page of your report. I would like to know on point number 7, regulation compliance, under operating efficiency stroke loan quality ratios. I can see that you didn't indicate the required ratios for 1, 2, 3, 4 items, maybe under portfolio at risk as well. Maybe you can clarify on that. Thank you.
June, what noted? Amen. Yes.
Any other question?
Douglas Osugo, member number 408. Allow me to appreciate the work done by the Supervisory Committee. And on the first table, no, the second table, page 2, they have indicated that the loans disbursement did not do as expected in 2023. But allow me to appreciate the team from Kisi branch. Among the 4 or rather 5, is 4 branches. They are the only ones who made an improvement in terms of disbursement. So it is a plus for them among them. Then the Supervisory Committee, you've done well. In the second last paragraph, you have challenged the board to look at the expense, and that means they need to check that they adhere to the budget so that we can minimize the expenditure. On the same, I want to join them to challenge the board that they need to look at the gaps on the requirements by the authority vis-a-vis what we have. For instance, the core capital, the expected is 50%, we are 26%, there's a gap of 24%. We look at the gross loan portfolio, required is 5%, we are at 40.1. Then again, there's a gap of that 5%. I challenge the management that we check on this as we embark on the next level of the financial year. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your comment. Yeah, okay, yes, there's another here.
Kindly one more, Beatrice 010366. So on the first page, under membership, 2022, active 4046, then 4523, those are active members. Dormant members 6877, 6697, totaling to 2022 10923 and to 2023 11220. I think we can all agree this is where the problem is. When we have all these dormant members and versus the active members, this definitely is a big red flag. But I've not really seen very practical measures on how basically you can be able to reactivate these dormant members. I think this is a big flag, and maybe I would have wanted probably to see more practical measures in how we can be able to reactivate these members, because the issue here is probably not get new members, but I mean, what happens to these dormant members? Did you probably get to do a survey to find out why the dormancy? So I'll urge probably delegates, we can probably reflect on this, because here lies the problem. Here lies the big problem. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Delegate Beatrice. Thank you. We can respond to the question that was asked before. We can see we have no one else. Yes. So, Jessica, just come with that one. I invite the CEO to handle the issue of ratios. Chair.
Thank you, Chair. Dear delegates, allow me to answer the issue of the ratios because these are more financial and it's where we need to have a deep understanding. Those ratios, you've seen there's a required ratio. There are those that we have specific required ratios. The other ones, they are not very specific. It's about what you call the industry standard. So you cannot tell, the regulator cannot tell you have these specific ratios. But there are those that are very specific that you need to maintain. Maybe I can explain to you the first ratio inaitwa liquid asset to total deposit and the short-term liabilities. Liquid asset ni ile kitu tuko nayo at any given time inaweza geuka ikuwe pesa. So wanaangalia hiyo kulingana na zile liabilities zote zenye tuko nazo, because when we have your deposit, hiyo ni liability, ni kitu unaweza kujia anytime. When we have your Christmas saving, total saving, hizo ni pesa zako, so ni liability, ni deni kwetu. So regulator anajaribu kuangalia zile pesa tuko nazo cash, kwa hiyo pesa to the total liability, ile madeni yote, ratio gani tunafaa ku maintain 10%. If you can see, last year we had 9.8, inamaanisha tulikuwa chini. Our ready cash ilikuwa chini, but this year tuko 11.3, inamaanisha our liquid asset and ready cash which can be turned to cash anytime inaenda ikiongezeka. The second ratio is about capital adequacy ratio. Hapo tuna core capital to total asset, core capital over total deposit, retained earning and disclosed assets. Let me wacha niongee because hizo zingine tuko sawa. Wacha niongee yenye tuko sawa, retained earning and disclosed reserves. Whenever we are meeting like today, there's some money which we are supposed to retain. Kuna ile percentage about tumekewa the minimum. So prudentially ni kwamba ile pesa ambayo tumeretain over the total core capital. The total core capital include ile share capital, let me say share capital, na kuna grants, reserves and the rest. Ile pesa ambayo tuna retain over time inafaa kuwa iko 50%. So even for us to be given issue of operating a FOSA, we need to have attained the 50%. You can see how we've been performing that ratio. We've been doing poorly. 2021 we were at 16%. Last year we were at 18%. This year we are at 26%. So inamaanisha nini? Wakati tunafanya biashara tusikule yote, isiende yote in terms of expenses, we are supposed to retain. So the ratio inaenda ikigrow. And the other ratios ziko hapo chini, ni zile ratios zenye nimetoka kusema, hatuna ile specific requirement apart from the issues of non-performing loans hapo chini yenye iko 5%. Kama ya kwanza ni total expenses to total revenue. Like when you do all your collection, ile pesa yote umecollect, ni ile pesa yote umespend, hiyo ratio inafaa kuaje. But wanasema kwa societies kama zetu which are community based, we are supposed to be doing around 80%. That is according to the peers in the industry. So mnaona our total expenses na ile pesa yote tumekuwa tukicollect tulikuwa 99%. 99% inamaanisha 2021 total expenses zote zetu na ile total revenue yenye tulipata ni kama zilikuwa zinatoshana 99%. Tukikuja 2022 imeenda ikishuka 95.5%. Inamaanisha kuna 5% yenye ilipatikana zaidi ya revenue. This year imeenda 88%. So inamaanisha nini? Expenses zetu zinaenda zikishuka, revenue kiongeza. So the more we'll suppress that ratio. There are some societies, if we can be ikishuka chini zaidi the better. Inaonyesha kwamba hatutumii ile pesa yote yenye tuna collect kwa expenses, kuna yenye inabaki. Then the same thing go to interest on members deposit over total revenue. Like ile pesa yenye ambayo inakuja kwenu in form of interest on deposit, what is the percentage of it kwa ile total revenue that we've collected? You've seen there is no specific ratio given, but you can see how we've been performing. In 2021, it was 0.4. Inamaanisha nini? People didn't get an interest on deposit. Last year, it was at 12.6. At least watu walipata kidogo. This year, imeenda at 16.5. Inamaanisha interest on deposit inaenda ikipa. Thank you. Interest rate on members' deposit, I think that one is self-explanatory. We've been, in 2021, we didn't give any interest on deposit. Last year, we gave at 3%. This year, we've been at 4%. It is an increment. Dividend rate on members, on member share capital, it is not available. And I think I want to answer this question because I saw it was even asked that the members wanauliza sana, hata delegates wanauliza, mbona hatupati dividend? Dividend inapeanwa kwa shareholders, wenye kampuni, ni sawa? Sisi kama tukiwa wenye kampuni, the only thing we can get is either we get interest on deposit yenye tushapata ama dividend. Na dividend inakuja kwa share capital. Now, the regulator, before he approves the books, he looks at how you are performing. And when we are doing provisioning, yenye hata Gestongona ametoka kutuambia, ni kwamba hatulipi loans. So the regulator anauliza swali, kama mwenye mali alipi loans, tena mbona apate dividends? You get? So until we come to reduce our rate to the tolerable rate is the only time that the regulator can allow us start paying dividend. Because right now mbona tuko at 42, ndio yuko hapo chini, we are at 40%, na PR yetu ko 47.5%, when in the market you are supposed to be 5%. So tuko juu sana, our loans are not performing. So it is our appeal that you understand, delegates, why we are not getting dividends, but we are getting interest on deposit. But going forward, if you put our concerted effort, we are going to address this issue. People can start getting dividend and interest on deposits. Thank you. That is on ratios. The second issue that has been raised is about the practical measures that we are dealing on issues of membership. Our dormancy imeenda juu sana ama imeenda ikienda juu. And what we've done, we did a survey. Kuna maswali ambayo tuliuliza members kwa ile survey, na members wetu wengi walikuwa wanaenda dormant sababu ya vikundi. Kikundi wakiwa na shida kidogo, mtu anaenda dormant. Kitambo ilikuwa ni kwamba ili upate loan lazima uende kwa group usainiwe. Ili upate loan lazima uende, you know, there are so much areas zilikuwa za kikundi. So people, they got detached from the groups. Na wakasema hata nikisave kwa hiyo sako sitasaidika sababu siko kwa group, ama kama kuna issues kwa group. I think you, all of us, for those who've been hapa kwa muda mrefu, you understand what was happening in our groups. That is what made most of our members go dormant. But now in the awake that we've had, the conversation that we've begun from last year and now henceforth, we say let a member just get a guarantor. Si lazima yeye kwa kiku. But again, hatujasema tunataka kuua vikundi vyetu. So that is the survey we have. And as leaders, we want you to help us spread this gospel. If there is a member in where we come from who went dormant because of sheria za kikundi, ama akatoka Nairobi akarelocate kwa mtaa tofauti, so he stopped coming the group, he can still continue patronizing the product and services of the Sacco through the available means zenye mnajua, not necessarily coming with the group. Thank you so much.
I believe he has given us a exclusive explanation in regards to ratios, and we will continue learning together because that's where we are. So at this point now, allow me to do some adjustments to our program and go to item number 8, where I want to invite our Sacco Finance Manager, Accountant, Madam Neri, to present the proposed budget for 2025. Welcome. So yes, in that regard, we have also our internal auditor. I think this is the first time he is joining us. That's like a forum. So Neri, I think we can invite them to say hi before you proceed.
Thank you so much, Chairman. We have our internal auditor. This year we are privileged, not even this year, last year. We are privileged to have the internal auditors and the external auditor. So we have JM and Associates. John, just come and say hi to delegates. Karibu.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is John Oito, Audit Senior JM Associates. We are the internal auditors for Baraka Yetu Sacco. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Situmkaribisha kama mwana Baraka Yetu Sacco. Thank you. Thank you. I'm here to take you through the supplementary budget for 2024 and the proposed budget for 2025. So I'll start with the supplementary budget for 2024. Then we'll check on the reviewed 2024. Then we go straight to proposed budget 2025. So under income for 2024, we don't have anything to add or to subtract. So that column is 0. And we have a total income of 77,572,949.87. It means interest on loans is 85,998,608. Other interest income is 258,150. Then total interest income is 86,256,758. We less the interest rebate to members. 2024, we are proposing to give out to members 18,932,829. Then other income total to 10,249,020. Then we have a total income of 77,572,949.87. Under expenditure, printing and stationery, we don't have anything to add or to subtract as a supplementary. So we have a total figure of 226,323. Traveling and subsistence, we have 1.481706. Committee allowance and expense, we have 4.427496. Committee honoraria, 176,000. The retirement package, we had a budget of 138,600, but you may scrap off, so it dash for review 2024. Rent, service charge, and car park, we have 2.688129. Electricity, we are requesting for a supplementary budget additional of 102,422, which will come a total figure of 372,276. Then ADM expense, we had a figure of 887,390. We are requesting for additional 43610 to make it 1.291. Postage and telephone, we don't have anything there, so we still remain with the 970,303. Internet and NPL's connection, we have a figure of 1.724492. License renewal, still 376,048, nothing has changed. Strategic management and review, we had a figure of 1.335812. We want additional of 458,587 to make it 1.794400. Salaries and wages, it was 22,346,190. So we are requesting for 764 addition to make it 23,110,190. Marketing expense, it was 1.531,111. We don't have much there, so we still retain the figure of 1.531111. Bank charges, last year you approved a budget of 1.369842. We want to scrap a whole 1 million out of it to remain with 369,842. This is because of the pay bill was transferred to members. Nowadays, the members, they wanalipa. In case you make any payment through M-Pesa, you bear the cost. Consultancy, 946. We are requesting for additional 464 to make it 1.410. Then members education day, you approved for us 2.496826. We want additional of 368,795 to make it 2.865622. Ushirika Day, you had approved 110. We are requesting for additional 100,000 to make it to 10. Then coming to staff bonus, we don't have any much there. We still retain it to 20,000. Staff education, still 1.589988. Operations office expense, there's no much there, 951,823. Motorbike expense, 93,637. Then now we have a subscription. It was 62,315. We are requesting for 203,000 because of the SASRA requirements to make it 265,315. Safaricom, no much there, 195,016.25. Bulk SMS, 843,826. Hardware, software, support, IT services. That one, regional training. You had approved a budget of 754,786. We are requesting for additional 376,862 to make it 1.131649. Hardware and software support is on the IT services. We still retain it at 3.380725. Donation, prayer day, stroke CSR, still 66,000, not changed. Audit and supervision fee, 165,000. Repairs and maintenance, 382,921. Debt recovery expense, 973,043. Christmas interest, 272,530. Legal fees, 330. Depreciation, 2 million. And delegates to group appreciation, we had a budget of 693. We are requesting for additional 630,000 to make it 1.3. And loan loss provision, we had a budget of 16,794,074. We still retain it. B2C payment charge, 471,849. Then miscellaneous, 110 to make a total expenditure 76,858,093. Then we'll have a net surplus of 714,856. Let's go to the budget, proposed budget for 2025. 2025, that is next year. Uh, 2025, interest on loans and advances, we are projecting 107 for 82,202. Other interest income, 314,943. Total interest income, 107,797,145. Then interest, we will less the interest rebate to members, which we are projecting to pay 24,625,917. Then other income, 5.811,276 to have a total income of 88,982,504. And expenditure, we have printing and stationery to 48,955. Traveling and subsistence, 1,481,706. Committee allowance and expense, 4.870246. Committee honoraria, 193,600. Rent, service charge and car park, we are projecting to have a budget of 2.956,942. Then electricity, 4,9,503. ADM expense, 1.420,100. Postage and telephone, 1,067,333. Then internet and NPL connection, 1.896941. The license renewal for 13,653. Strategic management and review, 1.973840. Then salaries and wages, 24,880,809. Marketing expense, 1.684,222. Bank charges, 4,6,826. Consultancy, 1.551. Members education, 3.152,184. Ushirika day expense to 31,000. Then staff bonus 2025 to 42,000. Staff education, 1.748986. Operations office expense, 1,047,005. Motorbike expense, 103,000. Subscription, 291,846. Sport cash commission, 294,710. Safaricom charges, 214,517. Bulk SMS, 928,209. Regional training, 1.644813. Then hardware, software support, 3.718797. Then we have the donation, prayer day and CSR, 100,000. Audit and supervisory fees, 181,500. Repair and maintenance, 181,500. Debt recovery expense, 1,070,347. Christmas interest, 299,783. Legal fees, 363,000. Depreciation, 2.205315. Delegates to group appreciation, 1.455,300. Loan loss provision, 18,473,481. Then B2C payment charge, 519,034. Then miscellaneous, 121,000. A total figure of 84,282,731. Then we are expecting to have a net surplus of 4.699772. Then we are requesting also for a capital expenditure. Remember, we are expecting maybe to get new members this year. We said we want to venture in recruiting new members. So we are expecting to have maybe over 500 members paying share capital of 10,000. We'll be able to have 5 million. Then only existing members who have not reached the minimum share capital of 10,000, at least we have 400 of them giving out 7,000, we'll be able to have 2.8, a total share capital 7.8. That one will help us to take electronic document management system of 4 million, and we want to renovate also our office to look like an office which maybe have billions of money, 3.5. Thank you so much. I welcome, Chair.
Thank you, Madam Accountant. Now we adopt the report, and this time around I kindly request directors, yes, your directors as well, to give other people a chance. It's quite, we have only specific people doing the proposal and second. So if you have done, don't wait, don't ask another chance. Let's give someone else. Upon this hour, to participate, all of us, even contribution, let all of us participate. So that's how we grow. So now we need a proposal and a second for the budget. Yes. Can I have 2 mics? Ruben Mwaka. I propose Ruben Mwaka. Thank you. Now we welcome any questions, clarification from the budget, the proposed budget. We are almost there at the tail end of our meeting. We are almost there. So bear with us. We are almost there.
Haya, kwa majina ni Mwangi Martin, number 01301. I just wish to have a clarification on the last budget. B2 payment charges, what is that? Thank
you, that has been noted. Any other?
Thank you, Beatrice. 010366. I just wanted clarification on the regional education, strategic education, and member education. Probably maybe you can just clarify the different proposed budgets under this. Then also under strategic management and review expenditure, if you kindly can, justify the increase, because I've seen this quite as an increase of an increased amount that has been requested. Maybe some clarification on that. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So with that now, allow us to address the two questions. I welcome Madam Accountant to do so.
Okay, I'll respond to the first question, B2C payment charges. Nowadays we do disburse loans through M-Pesa. So anytime we disburse loans through M-Pesa, there's some charges we are incurring. And remember, the Sacco is incurring those charges on behalf of the members. So currently those are the charges we are indicating there, B2C charges. Number two, anytime we disburse any amount to you through M-Pesa, there are some charges we are incurring. So those are the B2C charges. Then there was a question that strategic management and regional expenditure, capital management and review expenditure. Yes. This year, every year, we have to review our strategic plan. And we have to bring the consultant to take over and to help us review our strategic plan. So those are the expense which is indicating there. So another, number 3, you are asking about the regional expense. Thank you. For the regional training, before, in fact this year, around February, we had regional training where we were going all around regions, collecting members' view, educating members. Those are the training we are calling regional training. Then staff also, we have our training, and always we go for training as staff to empower ourselves. That is where now the staff training comes in. Then the members' education day, we normally have members' education day towards the year end. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. I think we are through on that part. To confirm our delegate? Yes. We are okay that side? Thank you. Now we are going to the session of. There's a question, sorry.
Member number 1353. As my question comes from donation and prayer days. As we look at it, how many times do we have prayer days by year? Because when we look at these expenses, it's like it is very high.
Member 3170, also I'm asking a question about marketing. Where do we market our Sacco in, because this expense, I see that it's very high. Where do we market our Sacco? That's the question.
Thank you so much. There's a question about donation and prayer day. The expense is for 2020. For 2023, we have budgeted for 66,000. 2025, near 100,000. Remember, last year we didn't have prayer day. But in case we don't have a prayer day, we are supposed to give back to the society, which is called CSR. We normally go to children's home or qua prison. So that's why we've budgeted for that allocation. Number 2, the marketing. Where do we market our Sacco? We always engage people to come and market for us. I think this year, as I said, this year we want to market our Sacco and to recruit more members. So you will see us maybe for social media, everywhere we will market our Sacco. Thank you.
Thank you. I can see there's another question.
It is like the Sacco, member 1353, it's like the Sacco consider about the children outside and considering the members' dividends.
Also, I'm saying about marketing. I'm in that point of marketing. As members, we can market our circle very well and excellent. Why don't you give us that chance to market our circle? Yeah, this money is very high. Giving other people, okay, we can give some other people there, but also as members, we can advertise very well in our locals there, in our friends, with our friends, in church, anywhere we are. Yeah.
Some members, hii niko na issue hapa na I have an issue on money spent on committee allowances and expenses. Can it be adjusted to be a bit lower than this amount we are getting here? And the other issue is honoraria. You know, when we incur liabilities, I'm requesting all the members, if the members are not getting dividends, also the board of directors, let them follow the suit. There is no honoraria in that they make a lot of effort to bring the circle to another level.
Mine is not a question. My name is Baraka Yetu on recovery and expenses. I would like to increase this figure from 1 million to 2 million. That's my proposal.
Member 408 on income. Last year we projected on interest 62 million, and 2024 we are projecting 85 million. The supervisory committee told us we stagnated in disbursing the loans, and that's our major income. And in this projection, we are looking at 23 million advancement upwards. What are these indicators that we are likely to get more loan takers or more members for this loan to be, for this finance to be realized in terms of income?
Yeah, let's first address those questions as we proceed. First will be the CEO, and then Madam Accountant will do the rest.
Thank you. I will start with the last question about the issue of loan uptake. We didn't perform well last year. We didn't surpass our target, but we are very positive that this year we are going to surpass our target. We've involved you as our dear delegates, and we've involved our members. We have created alternative channels of borrowing. You don't now need app to fill a form, you pata pesa. Sasa hivi you can use the app and get money. So we are very optimistic that we are going even to surpass the 85 million, provided nyinyi kama delegates wetu you support us and our members they support us. We will, together we will achieve it. Very optimistic. Number two, I want to answer the question asked by one of our dear delegates about issue of the CSR. I think we need to appreciate we are leaders seated in this community, we are in this hall, we are leaders. And as an organization, we don't operate in a vacuum. We are not a fortress. We are living in a community. And we need to give back to our community. Giving back to our community doesn't mean lazima ukue in excess. Kutoa ni moyo. So na sisi when we are supporting the less privileged in the community, na tuwapei dividend, si ati kuna pesa nyingi ya kupeleka huko nje. Ni ile hutu tuko nayo kwamba we are within our community and we need to take the social responsibility of making the community, the society we are living better. I think you've seen even tumeona Martha Hartland Even us, we get from our homes, we come and participate, right? Yes. So let's, as leaders seated here, because tomorrow, every one of you here is eligible to come and sit here. So when you are managing an organization, you also take care of the environmental responsibility concern. That is why we do such a support. About the marketing expenses, I think I've agreed how Madam, one of our delegates has said that we need to include you in that. And we've agreed that this year going forward, when you are recruiting a member, kwa app, kuna mali inaonyesha referred by who, you need to indicate your number. Please, that one is going to help us, the income or the expense to be shared in terms of commission. When you refer a member, you are going to get a commission. Bora, I indicate kwamba is being referred by you. Again, we want, I love the attitude that you delegates are having, that we need to own up this expense and carry it. And I think it is good that if we can agree that we be the marketers for the society, I know we're going to achieve more and the society can grow than us calling the media people. For example, if you want to be on newspaper in a full page, we've never been there. But if you want to be in a full page, you pay 700,000. Those are the rates. If they want to cover you, for example, you've had maybe Maina Kingani in the morning show. If you want them to cover you for a whole week, morning breakfast, when it's so prime, they say you pay 1.2 million. So it's very expensive to do marketing, more so on these other avenues. But as Kama delegates and members, if you can say we own up the SAC and do marketing, we are going to benefit and the expense can come down and the SACCO can benefit more. Thank you for that proposal. Then there was the issue, the issue of honoraria and the allowances. I think our allowances are very straightforward, and I'm happy that I've seen a serious campaign. Some of you are coming here. There is nothing that is very exaggerated. It is there, even we publish it there. We don't pay salaries. We just reimburse the airtime you've spent, that you've closed your business the whole day, you are coming and transacting matters of the society. It's just a reimbursement. And we have a standard. I think even you saw in the meeting yenye tulikuwa now kwa leaders training, we told you even how many times should a committee sit. It is within the stipulated guideline. So there is nothing that is extremely high, unless and otherwise you've noted something. But me, I find everything to be within the law. Even too, our income is a bit suppressed. If at all we can increase the income that is coming to the SACCO, I know we are able to offset all those costs. I don't know if there's any question that has not been addressed. Thank you.
Thank you, CEO. Now, delegates, can they allow us to go to the next stage before the last item, which is now the resolutions. We have some special resolutions that we have, and they are not very new. You are aware of them. We have gone through them into details during our last delegate training that we had. And once we are through with that, now we invite the ministry officer, Madam Kawira, to carry on the last agenda, which is elections. And after there, we have a short session where we will launch our strategic plan and we'll come to the end of our meeting. So we'll go through the resolutions, where I expect to get a proposal at the second, because we discussed and we all agreed and we are aware of them. So I'll begin first with the appropriation of 2023 surplus declaration of dividends to members who are in register as of 31st December 2023. This we are referring to the interest on deposits that was in my report, and we need now to approve or disapprove. You are the people now who have got that right to either agree or disagree. We can distribute or we retain. So there is 11.3, which is going to be given at a rate of 4% to all members who have deposits. So if you're in agreement, you get a proposal and a seconder, and it is approved for the distribution. We get different people. We have amender, we proposed earlier before, then we need to just give another person a chance, kindly.
Maritina Maitha, 12-8.
You are proposing, you distribute. Yes, a seconder.
I'm also seconding her. Membership 010095.
Thank you. Any other opinion that is contrary? So the ayes have it. So that has been resolved. For we shall distribute the interest on deposit. Number 2, we have the borrowing power. But again, it is a requirement by the law that we need to come to you to ask for approval of the borrowing power. Last year, you approved for us 60 million, and they didn't borrow anything. So this time around, the board felt that there's no need of increasing the amount. So we still request for 60 million maximum of borrowing power if need arises. So I'd like to get a comment, either proposal and a second or a different opinion.
Member number 012-520, I propose to maintain Anne Kinyanjui.
Proposal to maintain a seconder.
Elijah Kideka, member number 2436, I second that.
Thank you, thank you. Delegate, so far so good. I'm impressed. You are doing very well. Next resolution is about the internal auditor, the one who has just shared the account with us, who has presented the account. He still has 1 year. So if we agree, he can continue before we bring other candidates for consideration. So we can get a proposal and a seconder to retain him for this current year. Thank you. Proposing to retain him. Thank you very much. Any contrary opinion? The ayes have it. Thank you. Next on the list is the amendment of our bylaws. As I earlier shared with you and also discussed during our last meeting, there are those specific areas that we were to align ourselves to be in line with the regulator. And that I think we agreed. We have been practicing now. Today we want to formulate to make them legal now in our policies. And all we need is to get a proposal and a seconder, a resolution from this annual delegate meeting. Bylaws, there are those changes that we shared with you. We need to approve them today.
On the Kitagras, membership number 9117.
Your proposal, a seconder of the same.
Alfred Bay, number 11467. I propose it.
You second?
Yeah, second.
Thank you. Yeah, we are through. We have approved the amendments in our bylaws. Next approval is of amendments of our vetting and election policy that again was shared to us during our last training. So we need a proposal and a seconder to make them official now. Proposal of the vetting and election policy.
Beatrice, I propose member 010-366.
Sorry, can we have another person proposing? I think we need to share. Beatrice, sorry, you have done several times, so I think it's good to, yeah. Thank you.
I propose Maua Kesholei, member 11015.
Thank you. A seconder? This side.
Wilfred Minor, member 558987.
Thank you, thank you. Can we clap for ourselves? You have done excellent. We agree. We agree. Now, I think at this point now we are going to the second last item, that is the elections, and I will invite Madam Kawira to take us through. Karibu, Madam.
Thank you, Chairman. Tumekaa sana, sio? But we are almost done. We'll just be tujisukume kidogo, tuchukue sweet na maji. But as we do the last agenda, allow me to invite my two colleagues. Mr. Morendi, please come. Today we are doing a proper election. Oh yeah, they are here. Just and Mary, just stand so that the delegates can see. That is my team. That is the returning. Those are the returning officers, and we shall conduct the elections. And because our seniors spoke, I believe we do not need to add anything more. Just greetings, and then we shall proceed on with the elections. Is there a mic near there, please? Allow them to just say hello to the delegates, then we proceed.
Good afternoon, members. My name is James Morethi. Most of you we met during the delegate elections, so I won't say much. Today is not my day, but I'm sure we shall meet again. Thank you very much for coming, Sati.
Good afternoon. I'm Mary Kimani, an intern under Sergeant and Madam Kawira.
Thank you. A good clap for our interns. Those are the youngsters we are being reminded to bring on board so that we pass on the cooperative spirit. And I will again insist, please make sure you onboard our youngsters. Let us train them on our cooperative principles so that we have another generation who believe in the cooperative business. I believe it has worked for us, has it? See, your model imetufanyia vizuri. So we should pass it on to our next generation so that then they also benefit from it. So my name, as has been said, is Purity Kawira, Kamkuji Cooperative Officer. And we did your vetting now from as a subcommittee assignment given by the board to Kangalia, the applications that you put in for those who are interested in board positions. And we will continue improving that because we want to move this circle to the best of governance levels. So we will continue improving. Siata leo may approve other amendments on the vetting policy. So next year, we will ask even for more. So please, when at every election cycle, tukitumana you put in your application, please follow the instructions because we'll keep getting stricter. If we ask you to submit a copy of your certificate within a timeline, tafadhali, let's do that, isn't it? Because this is our cooperative, all of us have a responsibility to make sure we do the best. Now, we received applications from the regions of Nairobi, and we had 12 applicants. We had 12 applicants. We have 11 qualified candidates for the board and 2 for the supervisory. And you can see today we are doing a professional voting exercise, so I will ask that all of us be keen on instructions so that we don't spoil our ballots or our votes, please. So before I go there, I'll request the members of our board who are retiring today, please be upstanding. The 3 of the board. Okay, at the supervisory, please stand. Here, Mr. Chairman, those are the members of our board who are retiring, and I will just give them chance. Where is the other mic? Please let me be assisted with the other mic here. Their last word as board members and supervisory committee members, so that they can tell us whether they are seeking the vote. They are eligible for the election. Mnaweza wapatia miaka ingine 3. But pia mnaweza amua you want new blood or you want to mix, whichever way. Siku ni yenu. So welcome, madam.
Asante sana. nimekaa kwa boss seat for 3 years now, and it's my time to retire, but I'm not flying back. I want to leave this just for someone else to come in this hot seat.
Thank you. Habari zenu delegate? Yes, kwa majina tena ni Isaac kutoka Mradhi. Najua wengi wenu tumepatana and I've been here for some time. And I'm retiring once again. I've retired several times and you have voted me back, so I thank you very much for having trust in me. And I am asking at the moment again to give me a chance, and the reason is that where we are as a society and the changes that are in place, I'm one of the vision carriers. I've been with this society for some time, and I have the experience and the motive or the attitude, what it requires to help even other directors to make sure that we reach where we want to more. So going to the force away, because that's our objective or our vision in the next 2-3 years. So given a chance, I'm going to continue offering my servant leadership as I've always done, and I'll do this for the glory and honor of the Lord. Thank you very much.
Baria members, majina yangu yote ni George Mwangi Rodhia. Nimekuwa kwa hii sacco, nimekuwa kwa supervisory, nimekuwa nikaingia kwa board, tumekuwa tukipelekana vizuri na tumebadilisha mambo mengi tangu niingie, na ile kitu mimi napendaga kwa sacco ni one, integrity. Hiyo sasa, hiyo ikikuja hiyo hatuko pamoja. Kama kuna hivi hatuko pamoja na wengi wenu wanajua. So mimi napendaga transparency, na kitu yote ikiwa ya wananchi lazima ichungwe, ndio naye Mungu awabariki. So mimi hapa naomba kura zenu ziniendelee na kuwa board member wenu, na mambo ile ningetaka tufanye kazi tukiwa pamoja na tusaidiane, marketing tufanye, tuongeze dividends zikuwe kama hizo dividend tupate, sivyo? Na ng'ang'ana tupate, na pia interest ya deposit ikuwe juu hata kama itakuja 10. So mimi nawashukuru mkifanya uamuzi wenu, Mungu atusaidie. Asanteni.
Hamjambo delegates. Hamjambo tena. Kwa majina ni George Omondi Ugutu. I have served in the committee for the last 3 years. Na ninaomba kura zenu. I will work towards ensuring that the strategic plan 2024-2026 is realized. This plan will enable Baraka Yetu to meet a 1 billion member deposit campaign. I will ensure the organization is member-centered organization where members' needs are taken care of. My leadership will also ensure that there is compliance and in all levels in every department. Policies and bylaws are fully adhered towards full transformation agenda and the capacity to enable we as Baraka Yetu realize our vision, to make our vision become a reality. Again, I appeal to we delegates in this assembly. Unajua hii ndio governing council of Baraka Yetu, sivyo? This is the governing council of Baraka Yetu. So make wise decisions. Na I will also ask and appeal to you. Hizi mkutano zenye society imekuwa ikiarrange for our members and delegates, at least naomba tukue tuna attend pia hizi mkutano and ensure those educations meetings zikuwe for us to enable members to understand more about the corporate movement. Na hizi mkutano zitakuwa mzuri because they also help us understand issues, for example financial prioritization. Sisi ni wafanyabiashara, sivyo? Mimi ni mfanyabiashara ya kwanza wa hizi maviosk mimi na operate hizi viosk, since I get into the organization na nimekuwa katika shughuli za sacco, hizi mkutano zinakuwa mzuri kwa sababu tunapata mafunzo yenye inatusaidia hata kuendeleza biashara zetu. So I will champion for all those things to ensure Baraka Yetu imeona mbele towards this the transformation agenda yenye tuko nayo, ni make sure tumesonga mbele to the greater levels towards achieving kufika kwa one tier cooperatives. If you see the cooperatives of this country, kuna zingine ziko mbele zaidi. So we work towards, I will work towards achieving sisi pia tufike kwa hiyo tier 1 2 of the circles of this country. Asanteni sana na ninaomba kura yenu kwa unyenyekevu. Asanteni sana.
Thank you. Ninaona hapa tuko na MCA in waiting, sio? Tumsukume aende mbele huko akatutetea huko mbele, sio? So now I declare those positions vacant, and I will ask them to just join the rest of the applicants in front. Apart from supervisory, the two seeking, please just stand in front of members, because now we will do the next step of validating our candidates and confirming. Walijipeana wakawa wana qualify as per our vetting, lakini hapa tuko na majukumu mawili ya kuwakubali na kuwakupigia kura. So as I'm asking that you stand, the two have already our incumbent, please stand, because I'm calling supervisory bado. So Isaac and George. Where is Isaac? Because I'm calling out candidates now so that we validate the other candidates, so that we validate them. So Beatrice Kerubo, please come to the front. Douglas Okangi. Douglas Okangi, where are you? Just come to the front. You are a candidate. Come to the front with your certificate. Come to the front with your certificate that you received. Si kila mtu alimepata nomination certificate yake? Mr. CEO, they're saying no. They're saying they don't have their nomination certificate. In soft? Okay, fine. So Douglas Okangi, where are you? Mr. Chair, please go to the front. Where's Douglas? Douglas Okangi, to the front. Edwin Omwenga, just make a line in front of members here, of delegates. Edwin Omwenga. Meanwhile, as I call out the names, I need to know if any member did not sign the register. Nyangeri Benjamin. Nyangeri Benjamin, please come to the front. Where is Nyangeri Benjamin? Good. Come to the front. Take your nomination certificate and show it to the delegates. Veronica Kemunto. Veronica Kemunto, where are you? Please, quick. Veronica Kemunto. Thank you. Cyrus Moruri Gisairo. Cyrus? Where is Cyrus? Yes, come to the front. Let's spread to just make space. You're quite a number. Edith Wamboi Mbogwa. Edith, please come to the front. Jeff is here giving your nomination certificates. George Mwangi Rubia is here. Martin Mwangi Idinji. Martin Mwangi, where is Martin? Martin is here. Thank you. Then Ondieki Douglas. Mmefika wote? Mmefika wote? Are you here, all of you? The 11 of you? Now delegates, please look at them. I will be calling out their names. I get a proposer and seconder. Our secretary shall be recording, and my returning officer should also be recording. Tumalize hiyo, alafu nipeane instruction ya kupiga kura. Sawa sawa? Fine. We have all the candidates here. Once I call your name, just let the the delegates know that it is you, so that they propose and second you. So I'm ready to go. Delegates, I need you to propose and second. If any of these candidates don't get a proposer or a seconder or either, then we drop them from our list of candidates. Inaeleweka? Hiyo ndio jukumu yetu kuwa confirm. Wamejipeana, but tunaweza sema wewe pumzika kidogo uje next time. Okay, so we begin with Beatrice Kerubo. Proposer, seconder. Now, see, we'll just start. Proposer and seconder for Beatrice Kerubo. Take your mic, your name, your member number, proposer.
Member number. Yeah, I propose Beatrice Kerubo.
Your name and member number, please. And your branch.
Charlene.
Your number and branch? Or region, whichever. We didn't get your names, your full names, your number, and your branch, please. What happens there, Jacinta? We didn't get the name of that proposer. Full names, your number, and your branch.
I'm Charlene Musioka.
Your number? Okay, which branch?
CBD.
Okay, fine. Seconder? Please try to retrieve your number. Seconder for Kerubo, Beatrice Nyamache.
Irene Deto, 008931.
Branch?
Second, Ruai branch.
Thank you. Our next candidate is Douglas Okangi. Douglas, where are you? Let the mic move fast, quick.
Proposer Shem Matwetwe Kisi branch 010095.
Thank you. Seconder?
1353. A second.
Thank you. Mr. CEO, please, my ballot box. I need it here. Isaac. No, we are now Edwin Omwenga. Obiero. Edwin Omwenga, where are you? Please raise your hand so that we get a proposer and seconder. That is Edwin Omwenga, a proposer. Kopandeile, proposer. Maki Tembe, fasa tafadhali. Thank you. Seconder, pande hii, I hope tuko kwa mkutano. Seconder, pande hii, tusilale tuwe kwa mkutano. Yes, seconder. Here. Thank you. Isaac Gitonga. Mnasahau kusema branches. Isaac Gitonga, proposer. Proposer. Maki tembee fasta tafadhali.
I'm Francisca Musili, 1277. I propose.
Thank you. Usisahau kusema branch, it's important. Seconder.
Irene Angela, 4.
Thank you. Nyangeri Benjamin. Nyangeri Benjamin is there. Proposer.
Job Masese, number 11490. I propose.
Thank you. Seconder.
Helen Kerubo, 36.
Thank you. Next candidate is Veronica Kemunto. Veronica Kemunto is there. Proposer and seconder for Veronica Kemunto. Proposer, seconder for Veronica Kemunto. A proposer.
Kaya Wycliffe, 3604. Ruai branch.
Thank you. Okay, our next candidate is Cyrus Morure Gisairo. Oh, seconder, sorry. Seconder for Kemunto. Seconder for Kemunto is here. There's a member here, there's a delegate here, propose seconding. Joyce Nyaboke. 24th, 77 Roy branch. Our next candidate is Cyrus. Cyrus Moruri is there. We need a proposer. We have a proposer at the back. Simama tu na if your voice is loud enough, you tell us your name and number. Did you get that? Hatukusikia. Mike, please.
Olka Posenye, Kisi branch, 8793, I propose.
Thank you. Our next candidate is Edith, seconder for Cyrus. Seconder for Cyrus. Seconder for Cyrus. A seconder for Cyrus. A seconder for Cyrus. We have a seconder for Cyrus. Yes, you can. So seconder.
Membership 3170 Ruai branch.
Thank you. George Mwangi Rubia. George Mwangi Rubia. Is there proposer? Proposer for George Mwangi Rubia.
Member number 1353 from Southlands.
Thank you.
Maritina Maida, number 1280.
Thank you. Now our next candidate is Martin Mwangi Gidinji. That is Martin Mwangi Gidinji, a proposer for Martin.
David Nzuka, 3477, Upper Kanguda Road.
Thank you. Seconder. Seconder.
01252 and Kinyanjui, Upper Nairobi.
Thank you. You're good. We propose a seconder for Gidinji. Our last candidate for the board is Ondieki Douglas. There is Ondieki Douglas. Proposer for Ondieki Douglas. Ondieki Douglas. Proposer. Proposer for Ondieki Douglas. Douglas ana proposer. Tupate wengine wakiparticipate pia, hata kama nimesema you can propose twice. Let's not have one person proposing and seconding everyone.
Stephen Jogona Michelle, member number 171, Huruma Region.
Thank you. Seconder. Seconder for Ondieki.
Salome Monyoni, member number 4524.
Thank you. We are done. Sorry, Edith Mbugwa, Wamboi. Sorry. A proposer for Edith. Proposer for Edith Mbugwa.
Ellen Kerubo, 3615.
Thank you. Seconder.
Irene Jacob from Kitengela region.
Thank you. Mr. Morelli, do we have 11? 11 fully proposed and seconded. Just to confirm, we don't leave anyone out. We have all our candidates confirmed. 11. Thank you. Please take your seats. You are voters. We are doing secret ballots, so we shall issue ballots. Everyone will vote and bring their ballot here. So just sit so that you'll be sent to the next instruction. Now, Supervisory Committee, George Omondi and Kea Weekly, please come forward. Here how to confirm, then I give my next instruction. That is George Omondi, the incumbent, and there is Kea Weekly. So we start with George Omondi. Proposer for George Omondi. Mike, please. Somebody who has not proposed or said something in this meeting.
Alfred May, Membership number 11467.
Thank you. Seconder for George.
Radio Ontario, member number 6975, Ruma Rachel, second.
Thank you. Now, Care Wycliffe, Nyaundi. Proposer for Care Wycliffe.
Irene Koech, Wai branch.
Thank you. Seconder. Let's take this member, the delegate here. Kuna mwenye nimeappoint hapa. Jose Asila. Thank you. Already you got that? Thank you. Now, all our candidates are confirmed. Please take your seats. Now take your seats, wherever you take your seats from. Now, my next instruction is, I have members of staff who are seated within the membership, who are members. Let me see you, please. Members of staff. Members of staff who are seated within the delegates. Please, all of you stand. Members of staff, we may not know you because you are just a delegate seated. So I will request that members of staff, you just excuse us, sit outside, because when we are distributing ballots, hatutawajua, tusiharibu kura. Unajua ikipita tu na moja mbili ni hivyo, tumeharibu. We have conflicted interests. So members of staff, thank you for taking. Okay, now the next instruction is that we have two elections here. Tunapiga kura mara mbili. Tunapigia board, na kwa board tunachagua watu wangapi? Watatu. Kuna delegate anasema wawili. Tunachagua watu na tuna candidates wangapi? 11. So kwa hao 11 umewaona, majina yao iko hapa, picha zao ziko hapa. Utapigia kura If I get more than watatu, nikipata umetik wa 4, hiyo ballot imeharibika. Tuko pamoja? So tafadhali tusiharibu kura. Now, just as an advice to the meeting, I noticed Mr. Osoro and my sister here, Catherine, and my sisters from Nyanza have done very good work in recruiting. Did you hear what I'm saying? Yes. So, please let's know, just as an advice to the meeting, this is a cooperative that is featuring every tribe of this country. Ama Mr. Osoro, is it a Kisii Sacco? No offense, eh? No offense, I'm just replacing that because your leaders here. So that as you vote, you know we need, in this country we have laws that we have passed of ensuring representation so that we are balanced. In terms of regional, tribal, and gender. Si tunajua hivyo. Na hii chama yenu mnataka spread all over. So you need to have people consent to register to wherever and be able. So that's just my advice as you vote. Let us be fair enough to the society. Sawa sawa. Sasa siasa yote ile ilipigwa kando, please use your brain, use your mind. That's why we have requested that you have at least a form 4 so that you can be able to assess and make that decision that is adding value to your cooperative. So we shall distribute ballots. I want to ask, how many have not signed on this list? Sign, register. Sign, register. Okay, we shall still control Mr. Moreki and we have ballots that are serialized, so we will start this way. We just issue 1 to 100 first because the total number of our delegates should have been 135. See, we are 8 regions. Times 50.